Nakaalis na ang private plane na sinakyan ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Batay sa ulat, dadalhin umano sa Netherlands ang dating Pangulo. Ngunit ayon naman sa anak na si Kitty Duterte, pinasakay umano ng mga otoridad ang kanyang ama nang wala man lang umanong detalye o walang sinasabi sa kanila kung saan ito dadalhin. Dagdag pa ni Kitty, kung sakali man umanong wala ng balita pang marinig mula sa kanyang ama bukas, ibig sabihin nito, may nangyari na umano sa dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Nag-viral naman ang post ni Bongbong Marcos noong 2016 na kung saan larawan ito na magkasama sila ng dating Pangulo. May caption pa itong nagpapasalamat siya kay former President. Tinawag pa nitong matalik na kaibigan ang dating presidente. Sa live naman ngayong gabi ni Bongbong Marcos ay isa-isa nitong sinagot ang ilan sa mga naging katanungan sa kanya. Kabilang na ang kung may kopya ba talaga ng arrest warrant na galing ICC si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Ayon kay Marcos, meron di umano, ngunit limited lamang ang pwedeng makakita ng nasabing warrant.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sure you know the subject matter of our little meeting today, this evening. The plane carrying former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte took off at 11:03 p.m. this evening and exited Philippine airspace. The plane is en route to The Hague in the Netherlands, allowing the former president to face charges of crimes against humanity in relation to his bloody war on drugs. The former president was earlier placed in government custody at Villamor Air Base after his common law wife, Hanilet Avancenia, and members of his entourage arrived at 9:20 this morning from Hong Kong on Cathay Pacific flight number CX-907. Mr. Duterte was arrested in compliance with our commitments to Interpol. Hours before his arrival, Interpol Manila received an official copy of the ICC warrant. This prompted the Prosecutor General of the Department of Justice to serve the warrant. Interpol asked for help, and we obliged because we have commitments to the Interpol, which we have to fulfill. If we don't do that, they will no longer help us with other cases involving Filipino fugitives abroad. This is what the international community expects of us as the leader of a democratic country that is part of the community of nations. So I'm sure that the details that surround this what has happened today are familiar to you. I just wanted to make very, very clear and give you the facts from for the departure of former President Duterte from the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Kanina po ay nagpaabot ng tanong ang mga miyembro ng Malacanang Press Corps at atin po itong sasagutin. Question number 1. Mr. President, meron po bang pisikal na kopya ng warrant of arrest laban kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte mula sa ICC?
Oh, meron. This came in. Actually, it came in. I received it from Secretary Remulla. I received it at 3 a.m. last night, and I looked at it, and we went back and forth. 6:30, he wrote me again, and he said, "We have it already. We have the warrant of arrest from Interpol." And I said, "Okay, we'll put all our plans into place, and sige, let's proceed as we had discussed." Now that's what happened. So yes, there is a very clear document that will explain when that will explain the basis on how we conducted this arrest of former President Duterte.
Sir, is it okay if we give them a copies of the arrest warrant? Photocopies of the arrest warrant? Would that be possible?
Do we have limitations on that?
We have the limitations, but we can.
We have here the SILG, who has been, of course, part and parcel of the entire operation.
We will provide the PCO with a digital copy. It has been attested by the Secretary of Justice and the Department of Justice as a lawful and legal warrant. We will publish it after this press conference, and you can use it as reference.
These are, it's very simple. It's a request to the Philippine government from Interpol to enforce the arrest warrant. And of course, we comply with our commitments to Interpol. We did not do this because it was derived from or it came from ICC. We did this because Interpol asked us to do it. And we have commitments to them, and we lived up to those commitments.
Sir, thank you, sir. Second question, sir. Mr. President, sinasabi ng kampo ni PRRD na unlawful arrest daw itong ginawang pag-aresto sa kanya.
Well, we followed every single necessary procedure. We had a very good basis on which to serve that warrant and to read him his rights. We followed all the legal procedures that are necessary. So I'm confident that if in further examination, you will find that it is proper and correct.
Sir, third question from the MPC. Mr. President, may violation ba ito sa ating soberanya itong pagkaka-aresto kay dating Pangulong Duterte?
No. Bakit naman? Dahil consistent naman tayo. Hindi tayo tumutulong sa investigasyon ng ICC. Wala tayong meron tayong contact sa kanila, natural. Pero no, not on an official level. We didn't help them in any way. The arrest that we did today was in compliance with our commitments to Interpol. It just so happened that came from ICC. But it's not because it came from ICC. It's because it came from Interpol.
Pang-apat po na tanong, Mr. President, sinasabi po nila na ito ay political persecution lamang at may kaugnayan din daw sa 2028 elections.
Okay, well, I'm sure sasabihin nila yan. But this case started in 2017 when we were still members of the ICC. And it was during the time of former President Duterte. So I don't see how that can be political persecution on my part because it was initiated before I even came into the picture. So that would seem. But once again, we have to recognize that, of course, it's natural for people to lalagyan ng politika, kulay ng politika. Pero sinundan lang natin yung ICC, yung Interpol. Hindi natin kinakausap yung ICC. Marami silang hinihingi sa atin ng mga dokumento, wala kaming binigay. Yun lamang, hindi natin mahindian ng Interpol. Pag sinabi sa atin, tulungan nyo kami, kailangan namin kunin itong taong ito. Dahil, kung maalala ninyo, lahat ng mga tumakas dito sa Pilipinas, kagaya ni Alice Gu, kagaya ni Arnie Tevez, kung sino-sino pa, pati naman yung mga human trafficking sa Myanmar, pati sa mga madadamay. Sinong tumulong sa atin para makita natin yung mga ating kababayan na inaapi at ginagamit sa masamang paraan? Ang Interpol. Kaya naman, dapat naman tayo, pagka sinabi sa atin, tulungan nyo kami sa ganito, tumulong kayo. Kaya naman, ganun ang ginawa natin.
Maraming salamat, Mr. President, sa paglilinaw ninyo. You want to ask another question?
Take one question, sir.
All right, sure.
Sir, there are calls for people power. There are, in fact, as we speak, protest actions ongoing. Would you like to address the supporters of the former president?
The supporters of the former president? Well, you know, again, the government is just doing its job. Wala namang, it's not because it's one person or another that we do the things that we do. Maybe sa nung mga nakaraan na mga administrasyon, baka ganun ang ginagawa. Pero para sa akin, hindi naman ganun. Sumusunod tayo sa batas. We are a member of the community of nations. We must live up to our responsibilities, to the commitments that we have made to the community of nations. And that is what's happened here. The politics doesn't enter into it. Bakit? Why that? You know, he's never going to be a candidate for anything. Why go after him? Di ba? At saka 2017 pa ito, wala pa ako. Civilian pa ako noon. So this is the evolution of his case, and this is where we end up. Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you. At dyan po nagtatapos ang ating press conference. Abangan